Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can I please ask the guys, everybody that's at the back and at the drinks section of the venue, to please come and join us in the venue. We really want to see your lovely faces. It's been a very long time since we've seen all your faces, and it would be really nice to see you up front. I know. Yeah, I know. I know. A very good evening to you all, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021-2022 Black Widow Lions Cricket Men's and Women's T20 draw for what should be a fantastic season coming ahead. My name is Pila Sande Siklaba. I'm going to be one of your hosts for tonight. The other, I'm going to introduce in a couple of minutes' time. She needs her own special introduction. I need to do a bit of justice to her prestige. So you'll get to know her a little bit in a little bit. But it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this fantastic Black Widow facilities here for the launch of this fantastic tournament, which in essence kicks off the season ahead. We'll hope that COVID doesn't really hamper any of those plans, and we should be set for a great season ahead. To kickstart this evening's proceedings, I would like to recognize the following people, both who've joined us both in person and who have connected virtually. Central Gauteng Lions Chairperson, Mrs. Anne Villas, who has joined us virtually. Central Gauteng Lions Board members, both present and who have joined virtually. Our CEO, Mr. John O'Leaf Wright, and his management staff. I've seen him in a very beautiful pinstripe suit. CGL Honorary Life Vice Presidents. To all fellow Lions cricketers, starting from our mini cricket primary and high schools, our hubs, our clubs, our cubs, our academies, our women's senior provincial, and of course, our Imperial Lions players. A warm welcome to all our Lions cricket partners and sponsors. A special mention to Mr. Robbie Fuchs and his Black Widow management team. I've seen Lelani and Rico, and of course, Jason in attendance here, who are the tournament naming partners and of course, names rights partners who have been for the past couple of years. Our key stakeholders, including local, provincial, national government departments, NGOs, and the communities we serve. Our service providers, our media partners, our esteemed guests, and of course you, ladies and gentlemen. And always, as they say, all protocols observed. Now, before we kickstart our proceedings, I'd like to introduce my co-host for tonight. She is an esteemed award-winning presenter. She's invested a lot of her life in cricket. Her family plays cricket. She's involved in various facets of the game, both as an umpire, a coach, a digital content producer for cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Lesego Pue.
Thanks, Pila. What an intro. Oh my God. I did an umpire's course, but I have not stood as an umpire. But it's happening soon, don't worry.
Are you trying to ease the players' conscience here that you're not going to stick them this season?
Yeah, maybe,
Okay,
maybe.
all right. Okay. Just don't kick the ball when Lesego standing umpire. Lesego, so good to see you. I know we were joking before we started the program about your award and how that means and how much that means to you. But how much does it mean to you to win a GSports Award?
Yeah, so it's a GSport and Women in Social Media Award for 2021. The award was live last night on Super Sports, and it was such a beautiful occasion. For me, I think having started my YouTube channel in 2018, following the Mzansi Super League and doing match summaries on that platform, fast forward to 2021 and getting this award is a full circle moment for me. It shows that, the right people are seeing the work that I'm doing, and me covering sport and, my passion coming through on the work that I do has been incredible. And so thoroughly happy with this award.
I did mention in the introduction that your family plays cricket. You've grown up within the environment. What drives you? What drives Lesego? Other than growing up in a cricket environment, what else drives Lesego to really be involved in the way that you are in the game?
Yeah, I love the fact that you speak about family because, I'm the kind of, girl that grew up in a house that, loved cricket, played cricket. I went through Baker's Mini Cricket. Then it was Baker's Mini Cricket and we got free biscuits. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And that was really fun, because you get enticed to come play the game. But after some time, you get to love and develop in the game. And so I think one thing that drives me is just the passion that I love for the game, and particularly the women's game. I follow the Momentum Proteas religiously. I love the work that they do. They're a star-studded team, and I love just putting and shining a light on women's cricket. And so I think what drives me is the passion at the end of the day.
Speaking about women's cricket, and I love the fact that you touch on your passion for women's cricket. And women's cricket has really grown exponentially over the last couple of years. How, in your opinion, do we get more women playing cricket from a young age so that it's not a case of we discover the next Shubman Ismail at 19 years old or at 18 years old?
Yeah, so grassroots level also important. You have to start at a very young age. Like I said, so I went through Baker's Mini Cricket, and that's how I got introduced to the game. And so it's important for, young girls to be introduced to the game at such an early age so that they could grow within the structures, right? And find themselves going through under 16, under 19, Coca-Cola Week. That's one thing I did every single year in December, part of the under 19 Northwest team. So grassroots is very important. Cricket needs to be accessible to everyone, and so that's very much important.
Well, I hope all the administrators are hearing you.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lesego Puwe. As always, there are a couple of house administration rules that we need to adhere to. For all our guests joining us here today, please have your cell phones on silent. I know the girlfriend, the wives, the boyfriends, the husbands, I know that you've let them know that you are at a very prestigious Black Widow T20 competition draw, so please, no disturbances from them. But also, very much importantly, engage with us on our social media platforms. Our Twitter handles are at Lions Cricket and both at Black Widow Cricket JHB on Twitter. And make sure you use the all-important hashtag, which is hashtag Black Widow T20 draw, and share all the pictures that you take and your excitement for the draw. And I know a lot of you guys and a lot of you women want to share the banter amongst the team that you guys are going to be drawn against. So please engage with us on our social media. Of course, there's no smoking in the building. And please, when you are walking around, please have your masks on at all times. And we've done all our best to make sure we adhere to the COVID-19 protocols. And of course, the Poppy Act. Those that don't know the Poppy Act, you please ask for permission to share some of those images that you have taken of some of the people and your mates that you are in attendance with you. Our bathrooms are the back here. If you go around here, you'll see our bathrooms. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here at the Black Widow Randburg Cricket Shop, the long-time Lions cricket partner and a South African up-and-coming brand. I've got a couple of that equipment in my bag, and it's very great equipment. So if you want to buy yourself or your son or your daughter some of that equipment, please visit www.blackwidowbats.co.za to find out all the information about the equipment that they have, really quality equipment that can really advance your career going forward. To the viewers at home, we have connected via our various social media channels. Invite all your family members, grab your cup of coffee, sit back, relax as we seek to launch the 2021-2022 Black Widow Lions Cricket Men's and Women's T20 competition. To help me do that, I would like to call on the stage Lions Cricket CEO, Mr. John O'Leaf Wright, to officially welcome you all tonight. Jono.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to, Robbie, I hope I get this right, to all my viewers at home, 28A Susan Street, the wonderful Black Widow sports shop here in Randburg, and thank you to all of you for joining us at home and here this evening. As I say every year with these types of engagements, that today's really the start of a celebration of us as a community, of us as Lions Cricket, and the importance that club cricket plays within our system, within our pipeline feeder, and the role that every single one of you play as role models and mentors to other players and other people within your community clubs. I was speaking about a week or two ago to some club chairs where I mentioned in my previous life prior to taking this particular role, I personally, and I've said it many times, underestimated the value that club cricket played, underestimated the value of the club cricketing system. And having now been involved in it for the past 18 months, what has energized me more than anything is the club cricketing community of this province. To see the people involved, to see the volunteers involved, to see the absolute dedication of community clubs within this great province has inspired me to make sure that I lead this province to the very best future that I can. Every single one of you has a role to play. Every single one of you has a responsibility to play as captains, as administrators, as coaches. And we need to make sure that the message that we tell as cricket is a good message. We need to make sure that we lead by example on and off the field, that we tell the good stories that cricket has got. You'll often read in the media or other about all the bad stories. But cricket has a lot of good stories and a lot of stories that we can be proud of. And we need to start telling those stories as communities. Many of you would have seen the Lions launch last week. The common message from our new partners, McDonald's and Fidelity ADT, was the reason they joined Lions was because of the values and because of the ethos and because of what we stand for as a brand. It had nothing else, no other reasons, but those particular ones were the core that made them decide to join us as Lions Cricket. And as we look as the operational team on the ground, led by Ruben Manzladze, our cricket services manager, Sharina Desai, Takatso, and other, as we work hard to drive cricket, to grow cricket, both on the men's and women's platform, we cannot do it alone. We need you. We need the chairpersons, the coaches, the players. We need you to inspire the next generation. We had our head groundsman of the Imperial Wanderers going around to many of our clubs over the past few weeks, scarifying and trying to restore some of the pitches and assist in some of the playing surfaces so that you can have a better stage to perform on in the season ahead. Tonight, obviously, what is really good, and it speaks towards what we're trying to achieve as Lions Cricket, and that's leveling the playing fields, bringing equality in the men's and women's game. And you will know that in this new season, our Imperial Lions men's team will be known as that, but for the first time, our women's team will also be known as the Imperial Lions. Not the CGL women's team, they will be known as the Imperial Lions, the same as the men. And we are driving that common thread throughout our entire organization as we look to transform it from grassroots to professional, as we look to grow Cubs to Lions, as we look to grow the next generation of cricketer within our province. So thank you to all of you for inspiring me over the past 18 months. Mark Patterson, our club chair and vice chair, Mr. Yassine Manak, thank you for the leadership you've given us at Club Cricket on the Club Council. Thank you to all our chairpersons and coaches and administrators here this evening. I see the umpires are also here, the scorers are here. and to our very special friends at Black Widow, Mr. Robbie Fuchs and his entire team. I often speak about sponsors and then I speak about partners. And Robbie and the Black Widow team are certainly partners that we as Lions Cricket are blessed to have. I think, Robbie, our first engagement was in that room up there when I'd just taken over, and you laid out all the things that you really did not like about... there we go. Even the alarm went off. That's how intense the conversation was up front. And you laid out what really upset you as a partner and what you wanted to have improved. And I trust as Lions Cricket we have delivered that, and you're proud to be our partner as much as we are proud to be yours. So thank you, sir, for your investment into the lives of many, and thanks for making a real meaningful difference in our community clubs. It's truly appreciated. To all the players, good luck. We obviously have 17 girls teams that are playing in this year's Black Widow T20 between the Premier and President's teams. We've got our 12 men's teams that will be representing the boys and separating the boys from the men. Mark, I'm glad to see you a lot calmer this evening that you were at the final against Marks Park last year. I saw you walking up and down, and those that were at the match last year remember that we filled, or earlier this year, remember we filled the suites up with spectators, and there was more energy in that than I've seen at many domestic cricket matches over the past many years. The screaming, the shouting, I had to make sure I went up there just to keep some of the opposing teams apart. But it was really an evening filled with a lot of energy. And I look forward to this season. I know Randburg, if I'm not mistaken, you girls beat Soweto in the final last year. Also in a great final, one of those batting displays there was superb. And I think I also watched your semi-finals at Stain City, which was also a great spectacle to watch. So it's really encouraging to see the women's game improve so much. I'm really happy that tonight's draw is happening for both the men and the women. And wishing you all good luck. Enjoy the season ahead. It does kickstart our official CGL season and our official Lions Club Cricket season. So we really, really are excited. Once again, thank you to everyone. Black Widow, a huge, huge thank you to you. And may we all continue to dream big. May we all continue to lead in cricket in this country and make sure that all the other affiliates and unions play catch up to us. Thanks, ladies and gents. Take care.
Thank you very much, Jono. I think you've touched on a number of important parts in your welcome, particularly the women's game. I remember that final very, very vividly, where Randburg cricket really won that final against Soweto. Fantastic display of cricket at the Imperial Wonders, which was really an eye-opener for a lot of people that were in attendance for that final, that women's cricket is really spectacular and there needs to be a lot of investment in it. So thank you very much, Jono, and of course to everybody that's also present tonight again. A quick reminder of our social media engagement again, our Twitter handles at Lions Cricket, at Black Widow Cricket JHB, and of course using that all-important hashtag for tonight, which is hashtag Black Widow T20 Draw. Before we call on our next guest, we'd like to play a short video to reflect on a very difficult season that was last season. which was received by a lot of. Thanks, Manele. Yeah, thank you. We'll finish it another time. Thank you. But as I mentioned, it was a very difficult season last season, and kudos to all the administrators and partners that came together to make sure that there was a very successful season last season, and some action was involved. If you're looking at some of those video clips, a really special season for both the winners of the respective Black Widow T20 competition. Our next guest, our naming rights partner, Mr. Robbie Fuchs. Please, can you join us on stage to have a few words of support and what's in store for the season ahead?
Okay, welcome everybody. Awesome to see everybody here again. To have the challenge with COVID, let's hope that COVID behaves itself, that we can see the season through and not have the challenges that we had last year. But really, I'd like to say well done to the ladies to be part of this now. It's awesome. Welcome. And let it grow. And to the guys, good luck. And I must just say, what a pleasure and what a privilege to be part of this family. Thank you. And thank you for all the support that we get from all you guys. And really, it's a pleasure to be part of this. Thank you all. Robbie?
Another warm round of applause for Robbie. Thank you very much. That was short and sweet. That was very good. Again, thank you very much for your continued support of club cricket, Robbie. Really appreciate it. I'd like to call on stage Lions Cricket Club Chairperson and Board Member Mark Patterson to unpack the importance of club cricket for the union, particularly in a season where a lot of change is expected and a lot of excitement is expected. Why is it important to nurture and develop our talent across all lengths and breadths of the province? A round of applause for Mr. Patterson, please.
Hi guys, welcome to everybody. Jono, it's always hard following you because whatever I put into my mind as far as what I want to say, Jono usually spits it out before me. So it's always a tough one. But I think last year was unbelievable for club cricket in our province. It was a hell of a year when it came to COVID, the disruptions that we had. We changed the formats, we changed the competition formats a couple of times. Sharina, I think she did about 4 types of fixtures out for the season. But we were one of the few provinces that pulled off club cricket. And I'm always very passionate about making sure club cricket is the best that it can be. And I think last year we put the friendship leagues in place. Before we could finally play club cricket, which started in February, we had a bit of a scramble format for the end of the season, but we all got in competition and we all got in time on the field. And I think that's what everybody wants. Going into this season, I think it's even more important. The emphasis on club cricket has changed dramatically over the last couple of years. If you look back, and there's a couple of guys in the room who were part of the cricket formats in the 80s. I think Dean was around, but maybe a bit earlier. No, no, guys. The guys who were involved in cricket in the 80s and the 90s. It was such a stronghold of South African cricket, and obviously with the change in the structure from franchise cricket to provincial cricket, the emphasis will fall back on us as club cricket to provide the platform to launch people into the professional cricket space. So we've got a lot of pressure on our shoulders. We've got to deliver. We've got to raise our games. We've got to offer a credible format. And I think we've been doing an unbelievable job in the last couple of years. we've taken the emphasis onto ensuring that administrators are upskilled. We've been running workshops and everything at the CGL offices, and they've been very well attended because we want to deliver the best possible cricket formats that we can put out there. So it means everybody involved in cricket is upskilled to the max. So we've taken care of the admin, and it's up to us to deliver on the fields. I think last year the competition, the Black Widow competition, was exceptional. If you looked at both of the finals, the ladies and the men's, there wasn't a better advertisement for the game. And you can go back and look at those games, watch them on YouTube, and it's an unbelievable format that we delivered. The games were extremely competitive, and regardless of who had won, I think we can look at ourselves proudly on what we delivered as a province. So guys, well done to everybody. John and your team, Sharina, Takatso, Ruben, thank you very much for pushing and listening to me and trying to put the best that we can put out. And we changed so much last year, and hopefully we won't have to change that much this year. And the new formats that we've got that we were hoping to deliver on last year, we'll realize them in 2021, 22. So guys, thank you. And Robbie, we'd like to thank you very much for this continued partnership that we've had. I think it's been extremely successful, and we hope to continue to give you more and more mileage. And may this season's cricket be the best yet. Thank you.
Yeah, it's important, right? It's really important, and I like the fact that you highlight the importance of club cricket within the biggest scale of South African cricket, particularly in a season where now we're shifting back to the provincial setup, and I'm most certain the Black Widow T20 competition is going to be an important cornerstone in making sure that we feed into the greater scheme of things. So thank you very much, Mark Patterson. Now we're going to now post a brief panel discussion, and to do this, I'd like to hand over to my co-host, Lesego, who is going to be facilitating that. Lesego.
Pila, you must say, guys, please give her a round of applause so that there
Please.
isn't
Yes,
any awkward
please.
moments
Yes,
walking
please.
onto the stage.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Like Pila said, we're going to have a quick panel discussion with both the men and the women. Basically, this conversation is going to be just a chill, laid-back one. We want to just get an idea of how the ladies and the men are feeling leading into this Black Widow T20 competition, just to get their feel on their preparation, what they're looking forward to, and just T20 as a whole and what they think about the T20 competition. So without wasting time, I'm going to call on to the ladies to come forth. We're supposed to be having chairs here, so I don't know who's going to be bringing the chairs for the ladies and also the gents. Or maybe we can ask the ladies as they come forth, they can bring the chair. I think that makes sense, right? Nice, I'm thinking on my feet. All right, let me call on to Kirsty Thompson, Dr. Kirsty Thompson. Please give her a round of applause as she comes onto the seat. Thank you, Dr. Kirsty Thompson. Please do sit aside. Let me move my mic. I think there's a bit of a feed. And my next lady, who I will call to the panel, will be Yolani. I don't know if she goes by Fori or Human. What do you prefer? Human? Fori? Anyone, right? Please give her a round of applause. I'll also call Sarah Nelson. Please do come to the panel, Sarah. I did give you a bit of a brief, so I think you're prepared for all the questions, right? A bit. Guys, if they're nervous, just be easy on them, all right? They play cricket. I don't think they are too keen on answering any difficult questions. So, yeah, be easy on them. All right, and now I'll call on to Zoe Curden. Zoe Curden, please give her a round of applause. Zoe. And a bit of more enthusiasm and excitement. Guys, I mean, it's the ladies. Are we not excited to see the ladies perform? Of course we are. Please give them a round. That's better. Thank you. I believe Florence is also here. She is representing Old Eds. Florence, please do come forward. Give Florence a round of applause. And I believe we also have Tendai. Tendai from Glen Vista. Tendai, are you here? Going once, going twice. Tendai is not here. Let's see if whether we have representation from UJ. Do we have representation from UJ? Chiza? No representation from UJ. Okay, so it seems like this is our panel, ladies and gentlemen. Please do give them another round of applause. Awesome, awesome. Let's see, who am I going to start with? Kirsty has the mic already. And I called you first, Kirsty. Firstly, let's talk about you. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow each and every single lady to introduce themselves, tell us about their role within the game. Are they a bowler, fast bowler, off spin? Are you a batter, all-rounder? Just give us an idea of what you do so that we can introduce you to all the cricket lovers and the ones that aren't familiar with you. All right. So let's start this side. Come on, you're number one. You're sitting closest to me, so you can go. It's an easy one. Name, surname. I'm an all-rounder, an off-spin bowler. You know.
My name's Zoe Kierden. I'm a bowling all-rounder.
Thank you, Zoe. There we go. That was simple, right? Kirsty, your turn.
I'm really glad Zoe made sure the mic was on because that was the thing I was worried about.
It becomes an awkward moment, right?
Even though it says on. I'm Kirsty Thompson, currently playing for the Wanderers ladies team, and I'm an opening batter.
Hi, I'm Yolani Free, human. Off spinner. I prefer to call myself an all-rounder, but not everyone thinks that way. But yeah, that's me.
My name's Sarah Natalson. I'm a batting all-rounder and I bowl off spin.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Florence Kwana. I'm representing All Dad's Women and I'm a batting all-rounder.
Thank you, Florence. Great. Let's start with Yolani. Let's pass the mic. Unfortunately, there's only one mic, guys, so the mic will be moving up and down, okay? So I hope you guys are prepared for that. Zoe, let's start with you. Zoe. Zoe, let's talk about, okay, so most of the questions that I'll be asking, right, will be questions that majority of you will be able to answer. So Zoe, let's start with you. Let's talk about the T20 competition. I know it's been gaining a lot of following over the years. The shorter format is getting a lot of following. I mean, we've seen with the 100 that's just currently happened now at the UK. Tell us about the T20 competition, and is it a competition that you're a fan of? And now particularly moving into the Black Widow T20 competition, how are you feeling about it?
I think I'm cautiously optimistic about it. It is a very different kind of format to the longer game. Definitely more focused on our batting than anything else.
Are we good with the mic? Can you hear Zoe? Zoe, is your mic on? Maybe you just need to speak a little louder. Did you hear Zoe, ladies and gentlemen? No, you didn't. Who's our technical guy? We need a technical guy to come and help us out quickly. Sitting behind the speaker, so we need to move a little bit forward. Is that what you're suggesting? Maybe. And now it becomes an intimate setting. Let's get it. Okay, Zoe, let's hear you now. Let's hear whether your mic is on and is working properly. How's the T20 competition? Let's jump into that.
I think it's a good competition. Cautiously optimistic about it. I think it's a good approach. Definitely more focus on batting than anything else, but overall very good competition.
Awesome. Kirsty, let's talk about the batting. I mean, it's a batting contest, right? We know about T20. Tell us about just your batting and going into T20. What is your structure? What is the format when you come into bat, especially in the top order?
I think it's definitely trying to play freely, trying to play without fear. The entertainment value in the women's game, I think, with the T20 game is really good, as we've seen in the 100 and the BBL setup. So I think the T20 for the women's game is doing really well just for the game itself. And batting allows people to express themselves and try things you never ordinarily would have done if it was only the longer format of the game.
Yolani, T20 competition. I know you've been in the setup for a really long time, and so you're very much experienced in the side. Tell us your thoughts on T20 and how your relationship is with the T20 format.
Yeah, that was not me. Am I the problem?
No, you're not the problem. Trust me, you're not the problem.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I think the T20 is definitely a great format for women's cricket. It allows the girls or women to express themselves, especially with the bat, like Kirsty mentioned. It just allows you to be a lot more free, playing freely and stuff. And yeah, I've been around the block for quite a while, and with the way the women's game has improved and going forward as well, we're starting to play exciting games as well, and hopefully soon we'll start having crowds as well following us, and same with the men, or how they follow the men. So yeah, definitely we're going in the right direction with the T20s. And for me, being a pinch hitter, I love T20s, so just sometimes it's but not so nice to be a bowler on the other side, but yeah, I think T20 is the way to go.
Still sticking with you, Yolani. I mean, you spoke about just having crowds in the stadium. Tell me what you miss the most about just having an empty stadium. How important is it to, go back to how things were in the past and having just, an audience and the crowd coming to the stadiums and filling them up?
Yeah, I think for us, it's not necessarily crowds and things like that. It's more family supporting, things like that. So playing games, even warm-up games, and not having your family watching or even other teams watching you play and things like that, it's not the best, but I almost want to say we used to not having people in the stand, if that makes sense. So that doesn't really affect us, but it would be great if there is a couple of supporters supporting us.
Definitely. Let me move to you, Sarah. Sarah, you're obviously also part of the side. Tell me about just your growth and how you have learned to grow within your craft.
I don't know. I've started playing cricket when I was little, so as I've played, I've learned a lot from different coaches and people I've played with, and I think I'm still learning my own game, and I enjoy learning and the challenges that come with it, but I know that I am still learning my own game at the moment.
And as far as your own personal goals and growing within cricket, what is your highest aspiration?
In batting, probably just at the moment to get double digits.
Yes, double digits.
double
Please, guys, record that. Double digits. We'll be looking out for her, right? Double digits, yes.
Double digits. And then in bowling, probably just economy, keeping my economy as low as it can be, especially for a spinner. It's sort of difficult, being hit. But definitely also taking wickets, more wickets. Yeah, that's...
Okay, but you must say double digits you must say it with your chest, right, Sarah?
Double digits.
There we go. Let's move on to Florence. Florence, you're part of Old Aids. Tell us about your experience being part of that team and how it's been.
It's been definitely very hard for our team because it's a mix of very young juniors. I believe we have 11-year-old playing for us and a 12-year-old playing for us. And we had some retired ladies that had to come back from retirement. So judging on the past season, it was very difficult for us. But I've explained to the players the format is you need to be aggressive. But I believe with my team, we've been always excited to play, whether it's 35 or T20. But I believe the Black Widow tournament was very huge for us because we get to play against Soweto, one of the strongest side. And even though we didn't get the result that we wanted, most of our young players came out with some great stats. So as far as our club concerned with this T20, we're really looking forward for the next season. Yes.
And talking about the season, and what are some of the goals, personal goals that you have for the team, and personal goals that you have for your side, for yourself, moving into this competition?
Personally, I would like us to get through the group stages in the T20. The 35 over match, we've won the season, which was great with our new team. So our goals for this season is maybe just pass through the group games, and then we take it from there.
Awesome. All the best, Florence. Let's move over
Thank you.
to Zoe. Zoe, please hand over the mic to Zoe. Let's talk about the preparations, your own personal preparations. I mean, the tournament is starting in October, and what are some of the work that you've put in making sure that you, yourself, and the team are fully prepared moving into this tournament?
So even during an off season, from about April and May, a couple of our ladies have already been down in the net, just working on, okay, well, this is where we went wrong in our batting last season. As an individual, let's see how we can fix it this time, or just gaining confidence in what we were doing. Now, for about the previous months, we've also been having pre-season as a team, so getting our fielding up, getting our bowling up, getting our batting up again, just in preparation for this upcoming tournament, and just to build confidence in our batters, because we are also quite a young side. We just need our batsmen to believe that they can actually do it, and that they are strong enough to hit just like the older ladies.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Let's move over to Dr. Kirsty. Your own personal preparations leading into this tournament.
I personally have unfortunately been struggling with an injury, so it's unfortunately been mostly fitness related, which is horrific. But hopefully with all my upper limb strengthening, I'm going to be able to hit a 6. So
Let's hope
that's the goal. You know, when you're 1 meter tall, it's not that easy. So that's the goal.
Yeah. Tell us about just the injury, because we know that it happened in Bangladesh. You toured in Bangladesh for the emerging side, and you were unable to play certain games. And tell us about just the recovery process from Bangladesh moving into this tournament. What has been your own personal work making sure that you are fit for the tournament?
So I fractured my wrist in Bangladesh. It was the second game of the tour. It was a 5-6 ODI game. So
Kirsty, can you, for a second there. Ladies and gentlemen, please, attention, everybody here. There are some...
Fractured my wrist in Bangladesh. Was the second game. So very frustrating, because I had to sit on the sideline for 2 weeks. And it was such a great opportunity to play for the SA emerging side, but I wasn't unfortunately able to participate. Been quite a frustrating journey, been in and out of a cast, different opinions from surgeons, scans, left, right and centre. But it's been 6 months now, and I started batting last week, and it's still painful, but I think a couple of Myprodol will help. I'm going to play this season regardless. I took 4 years out of the game, so I think that'll get me through.
And I trust that it will definitely get you through. I'm just thinking, as a doctor, do you self-diagnose? Do you just check your...
I would like to lie and say no, but yes.
Okay.
Also, we're the worst patients. We don't listen to anything anyone else tells us.
Good one, Doctor. Thank you. Let's go to Yalani. Let's talk about your preparations and how they've been leading into the tournament.
Yeah, I think after our week, or our bubble week in March, we took quite a bit of a break just to get our mindsets ready again and those type of things. But yeah, now for the last 2 months we've started training again, and full force ahead, trying to hit the ball as fast as we can, and bowling, just making sure we don't get hit. But other than that, yeah, I think fitness is going well. We're working behind the scenes. The girls are working really hard, and training is happening. So I'm very excited for the season 8.
Sarb, let's hear about your personal preparations. I mean, you said you wanted to make sure that you get some wickets and make sure that you get a double digit. So what has been your preparations leading into this tournament?
Well, at the moment, I think in my batting, definitely working towards the double digits. I have been batting quite a bit, and as Yolani has said, hitting the ball and trying to, And then bowling wise, trying not to get hit, and then just thinking what to do when to do certain things. So that's definitely what's happening at the moment.
Florence, let's find out from you and the team, your personal preparations.
Personally, ever since winter cricket, I've been trying to play games here and there. Sometimes I do play with the boys, but being a coach as well have given me advantage that after end of practice I can stay up, hit some balls. So as far as my personal preparations, I don't think I've ever had a break since we closed the season. And as a club, we have already started our group practices every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's been running on for over 2 weeks now.
Great. Just to wrap up this section, I'm just going to ask you just one more question. So let me start with Sarah, and then we'll go down. Let's talk about just what you're most looking forward to this season. I mean, I know it's exciting, T20, Black Widow. What are you most looking forward to in this particular tournament?
Personally, I would want to score as many runs as I can because it's been hard to come to, and I speak for everybody else when I say betting is not easy. So personally, I want to see myself grow more and score some more runs for the club. Right?
We'll definitely be looking out for you scoring some runs for your team. Sarah?
Well, first things first, I'm definitely looking forward to Randburg being in the finals again. And,
listen to that. Any Randburgers in the house? Any Randburgers in the house? That's better.
Yeah, so definitely that, but also just the energy that comes with the tournament. I love it, and I can't wait to be a part of it.
Yelani, let's hear from you. What are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, I think for me it's slightly different as I'm towards the end of my career. There's bigger and better things waiting. It's I think giving the knowledge to the youngsters, making sure they're ready to step up and that type of thing, and of course playing some T20 cricket and just having a good season.
So wait, let me just find out quickly. Is this like your last season?
Not official, no.
Oh, okay. I was just shocked. I'm like, is this an exclusive? Did you guys know about this? Okay, it's not out yet. All right. Kirsty, your personal, what are you looking forward to the most as far as this tournament is concerned?
I think I'm looking forward to Sarah's double digits the most.
There we go.
And then, most importantly, Wanderers beating Randburg in the final.
Oh, I like that. That's some feistiness. Yes, doctor. Let's hear from Zoe. What are you looking forward to?
I think I'm definitely looking forward to the vibe of our team is carrying it from off the field to on the field, and just to keep the fun spirit that we have all the way through our tough games and everything, and to beating Randburg once again in the T20.
Hey, love that, love that. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you so much to the ladies. That was a great conversation. Give it up to each and every single one of them. Sarah, those double digits, babe. Everybody will be looking out for those double digits. All right, so that was a great conversation. Enjoyed that thoroughly. Let's have a conversation with the gents now. I believe they're ready to come through. They're not sitting down, so they don't have to bring their chairs. All right, so let me call on first Dean. Is Dean Lane here? We need either a captain or a representative. Dean, are you here? Yay, he is here. Please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got Brandon Buckley. Is Brandon here? Do you have a Brandon here? Brandon, please give Brandon a round of applause. Guys, come on, a little bit of more enthusiasm for Bradley. You know, he's got a nice blazer on. Come on, please encourage him. Okay, so let's see. JP van Aaswegen. JP? Is JP here? Going once, going twice. JP? Definitely not here. All right, let's go to JJ Strydom. Is JJ here? Give JJ a round of applause. Thank you, JJ. And we also have a G Flusk from Old Parks. Do you have an Old Parks representation? Yes, there we go. Awesome. Please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And then we've got Zed Kathrada. Zed Kathrada. And he's from Marks Park. Marks Park. Marks Park. And we've got Kay Reneke from Delphos. Anyone from Delphos? There we have him. Awesome stuff. Big Bomb Lenasia. Is he here? Is he here? Dan Poulton from Wanderers. Is Dan here? Dan is here. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Take your seat. Take your seat. Almeida. Almeida from Glenvista. Hey? Did I say your last name correctly? There's no seat for you. No, I think you must just slot your seat here, please. Yeah. No, we need to see your face. Please be comfortable. I'll start with you, Nochel. Okay, and we also need to call here from Soweto Pioneers, Mojaja, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, give him a round of applause. And he will just sit right next to me here. Mojaja, ke kopotlo dulam. Ke go batla mo. Ke go batla right next to me. Okay, where's the mic? Do you have a roving mic? Can I start this side, please? And we'll allow each and every single person here representing all the different clubs to obviously introduce themselves like we did with the ladies, name, surname, and your role within the team. Are you ready, Mojaj? Okay. You can go, Mojaj. Should I count you down? 3, 2, 1.
All right. My name is Pumzile Majaja. I'm the captain of Soweto. I'm a leg spinner and a batsman. Leg spinner and a batsman.
Hi everybody, my name is Kevin Renica, currently opening the batting for Belfast Cricket Club.
Daniel Poulton, bowling all-rounder at Wanderers Cricket Club.
Gareth Flusk, senior coach at Old Parks.
Dean Lang, chairman, JP Quantum.
Brandon Buckley, head coach of Old Edwardians.
JJ Stradom, captain of Randwick Cricket Club, batter, and I've also some dirty leggies at training.
Good evening, I'm Zakir Kathrada, and I'm the captain at Marks Park Cricket Club.
Hi everyone, Ahmed Nawab, the head coach of Lenasia Cricket Club.
Hey peeps, Renato Almeida, vice chairman of Glen Vista, coach, all-rounder, as you can see, an ex-bowler slogger, an all-round nice guy.
Renato. Okay, no, we'll start
Renato.
with
I'm not a girl.
Renato. Okay, Renato, let me
And
start
the only
with you.
Portuguese guy in cricket. Yeah?
The only Portuguese guy in cricket. Okay, thank you for that extra information. I'll keep that in mind. No, we'll start with you, Ronaldo. Let's talk about the T20 competition and tell me if it's a format that you absolutely love and what you love about it.
Yeah, I do love about it. I love a lot about it because hit sixes, bowl quick, and try to win. We're the underdogs as usual, but I've got some youngsters I'm trying to bring up. So let's see what happens.
Let's talk about, I mean, you're talking about youngsters that you're trying to bring up. Let's talk about just your role, how you encourage them and make sure that, you know, they come through the system and also be able to play within such competitions.
So my role is basically getting the players that haven't been given a chance in the last 3 years. I bring up a lot of under 19s from other provinces. And let's see how it goes. That's my role in the club. Our club's not the most funded club. We haven't got the best facilities, but we come hard, like I used to.
Okay.
No, listen.
In
cricket field.
Okay, I'm afraid to ask anything. Can we move on to the next speaker, please?
Are you getting embarrassed?
No, I'm not. I'm just shook. But let's move on to the next player.
That's my beacon.
Let's talk about the T20 competition.
Yeah, so obviously the T20 competition is all action. From a coaching point of view, it's it's quite a lot of fun discussing a few tactics with the guys. But yeah, it's good to see the youngsters. We've got as well quite a young team, so it's a good opportunity for them to express themselves.
Having youngsters within the team, how do you, as a senior player, make sure that you integrate them into the side?
So as a coach, they integrate quite easily. First of all, they're quite open and they play with a lot of freedom. They express themselves quite a bit. So I think their natural ability and talent and just free spirit just allows them just to blend in with the senior guys as well. But I think just to allow them to express themselves, I think that's the most important thing, and just provide them those opportunities.
Mr. Kathrada, let's talk about the game of cricket and the T20 format. Let's talk about this competition particularly. I mean, you've been part of the side for a while now. Let's talk about your experience over the years and what you're looking forward to this season.
I think obviously the one thing we're looking forward to is to obviously win, because we got to the final last year and we lost out to Old Eds, who I thought were a good team on the night. So I think the exciting thing for us this year is to obviously try and make sure that we get that title.
JJ, do you think they're going to be able to get that title? How are you going to make sure that you win this season?
I think last season was a big learning experience for us as a club. It's been a long process to get into Prem A, and with it being our first season there, it was nice to get put into that so-called group of death last season. We came out on top with 3 wins out of 3, and you know what? With the group of players that we have now, we've got guys who like to put bums on seats, and that's what T20 cricket's about. It's about action-packed cricket. It's about guys with X factor and guys who are looking to take the game forward. And I truly believe with our coaching structures we have in place and the guys at the top of Rambler Cricket Club, we've got the right people in charge that'll get us to the place we want to be as a cricket club.
Yeah, and how important is it to have the right team in place to make sure that they get you over the line?
I think as a cricketer, we all understand that trusting the process will get you the result you're looking for. And with the leadership that we have in charge of Rambler Cricket Club, it's been a 4 or 5 year process. We as a group of players believe in our coach, we believe in the systems we have in place, and we look forward to going out there and executing and following what our ladies team did last year and bringing back home a trophy for the cricket club.
Brendan, you've been part of Old Eds.
Last 4 or 5 years, we've had quite a mixture of some new blood, very promising youngsters. Exciting for 2020 cricket, where they fast-moving game. The game can change in a ball, can change in an over. But with the new blood, we found some of the slightly, not old, but slightly older players looking forward to the season.
Tell us about the new players that are coming up. What is it that is most impressive that you are seeing and witnessing?
So I don't want to give too much away at the moment. Obviously, we're still trying to do like a Jurgen Klopp and play the field. But a couple of batsmen coming through, a couple of young bowlers, a couple of spinners. So quite fortunate with our keeper batsman, Luke Waugh, at the back there, to have a couple of guys to follow him and him to lead. To be continued.
All right, let's move on to Dean, right?
Yeah.
Dean, let's talk about just your team and what gives you that competitive edge.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, that's something new. How great is that, brotherhood?
Yeah, we got guys who work for each other, play for each other. The guys drink together, they party together. If someone has a baby in the club, there's 10 guys next to the bed in the hospital wishing them well. So yeah, that's what makes our club strong, is that guys fight for each other and play for each other.
Have you won titles with Brotherhood?
Yes, we have.
How many?
A couple.
Okay,
A couple
and are you going to win the next one?
No.
Thank you. Someone confident there at the back.
Anything could happen. It's a T20 competition on the night, on the day. Someone can win a game from any team. So it's hard to call. There's a lot of good teams, and hopefully the Brotherhood would see us through to win it. Yeah.
And this tournament this year, what are you most looking forward to?
Young talent coming through.
Okay. Do you want to touch a little on, not giving too much, but do you want to touch on the talent that's within the side?
Well, we're quite fortunate because we played Prem A and Prem B. So our Prem B was mainly made up of youngsters this last year. So it will work to our advantage that they were playing a high level. We have also got the JP Boys School feeder. So those guys coming through have played a lot of cricket. And we're confident that whatever responsibilities they have to perform, they'll do it at their level. Yeah.
Gareth, let's talk about the T20 competition. I know quite a number of the players have already touched on just the excitement and the love for it. Let's talk about your personal, excitement around the game and what you're looking forward to in this season.
I think it's a great format. Lots of action and as the boys have said before, things can change pretty quickly, so everybody's pretty much got a chance. And I think it's all about really just playing to your strengths, and that's what we'll have to do. I've been away from cricket for a very long time, and Old Parks is a new challenge for me. So I think this season is very much about utilizing the talent that we've got. I've been down to the club a couple of times. I officially only start tomorrow, but so I'm here in my personal capacity for now. But when the clock strikes 12, I'll be a Parks man, and I think if anything, I've really been impressed with what I've seen. The guys show a great spirit. I think they're really keen to achieve, and that's important. I think at club cricket, I always mention it, and Langi mentioned it there as well. It's about brotherhood. You're giving up your time, you're giving up. When you could be doing anything else. And I think that's probably my most important takeaway from having played club cricket here a long time ago, is that you're giving up your time and you want to do the best. And otherwise, if you're not going to give it 100%, then you shouldn't be doing it. So that's my feel. That's what I've said to the Parks boys. And like Jeppy, we'll have babies together.
And now that you're back into the side, do you have your own personal goals going into this tournament? Or do you just go into it seeing how things unfold?
Absolutely no expectations. You're stealing my speech for tomorrow at practice. But zero expectations. The way that it rolls out, it rolls out. I think it's unfair for me to put expectations on the team. I haven't seen them. I don't know what the opposition is like. And T20s... it's a little bit of a lottery anyway. So I would go into the first season all together. Whatever we take away from it, that's great. There's some stuff we'll keep. There's some stuff we'll lose.
Okay. And Daniel, for you, do you also go into the season having no expectations, or do you have a set plan on what you want to achieve?
I'm sure everyone wants to win. Yeah. So I think that's always something you want there. But I think last year we got quite close in a few games and managed to almost lose it ourselves instead of being beat. So I think that's something to look forward to this season, hopefully just improve on that. Yeah.
And what are some of the stuff that you want to be improving just as a team as a whole? Especially when you spoke about there were some close margins.
I think it's just silly mistakes here and there, but I think it happens. Everyone's human in cricket. But we're working on getting all the guys a bit closer together. There's been a few changes over the last few years with guys leaving and new younger faces coming in, so trying to get them involved and get more of a team vibe and a team bond going.
And how do you go about actually creating a team camaraderie and team spirit? How do you go about creating that kind of setup?
I think a lot of clubs, guys will know, the cricketers love a drink after a game, or after a practice. So I think guys staying behind after practice and just chatting and learning from one another and just getting to know each other a bit better. You don't have
of club cricket. I think everyone can agree when it comes to that. We always enjoy our fines meeting all team members, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's talk about just the team preparations leading into this tournament. What has been the preparations over the last couple of months?
Well, yeah, guys are definitely getting together on a weekly basis for training sessions. I mean, we haven't really got to T20 specific stuff yet, but everyone just getting out there, getting the bodies loose after the winter, doing some pre-season fitness, everyone just loosening the arms really and getting...
Pumzile, let's talk about just your personal goals leading into this tournament.
Oh, okay. We're not expecting a lot from the guys because we lost a lot of players last season. So we're trying to introduce some of the youngsters that we have to the club to try and mix with the experienced guys that we have on the side.
And how has the process of recruiting new players into the side coming along?
Yeah, we did have a lot of youngsters at the club, but some of them now they grow up, so they almost 19, so we feel like they're ready now to represent the men's side. That's what we're trying to do for now.
Okay. And which teams have you geared yourself up to playing against? Is there one particular team here that you're looking forward to playing against?
Oh, we lost badly to Kagiso last season, so it would be nice to have our run against them again. Yeah.
Dean, let me find out. Also want to find out from you.
Eds.
Hey?
Eds.
All Eds. Okay, all right.
We had a really close game in the semi-final last year. It could have gone either way. It went Ed's way. We didn't execute in the last over. but it was a really good game. So hopefully we can turn around this year. But always, Edge is always a good game for us.
Brandon, for yourself, which team are you looking forward to playing against? Same answer.
Definitely not Vista. I'd have to agree with Langy. The old Eds JP rivalries go back a long time, and every game or every occasion seems to stand up to the last.
Yeah. Just to wrap up, one question. Always playing at the Wanderers, the iconic Imperial Wanderers Stadium. Tell me about just that experience.
Yeah, so I haven't managed to play there.
Over to someone that has played at the Wanderers. Let's find out how that experience was.
The Wanderers.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
the iconic Wanderers Stadium.
Unlucky, Buckley. So it's myself, Langy, and Flusk. We all used to play in the same team. It used to be called the Transvaal side. It was very good. And I played there for the over 40s for Old Eds. I'm part of the Old Eds side for the over 40 side. And we played there, thanks to Jono. We played
So lightly, I thought you were going to say it was such amazing. It was, you know,
But it was our
same
job.
pitch. Okay. Can I try someone else? I need a
give
more
Langy.
encouraging answer. Okay, let's hear this.
Well, obviously, it's a bit sad we can't have spectators because then it's an amazing atmosphere. I have been, yeah, it's quite a place to play, particularly when it's packed.
Very much.
And an honor to play there.
Okay, thank you. All right, that's about it from me and the gentlemen and the ladies. Thank you so much for listening into this discussion. It was a good one. Thank you, gents. All the best, all right? Pilasande, I'm handing over the mic to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Lesego. Another final round of applause for our men's and women's representatives who will soon know their fate in the draw that we're going to take, that's going to take place in a couple of minutes. A big shout out to Gareth Flusk. Really good to see him back involved in cricket again, not only from a broadcasting point of view, but also from the coaching. It's really good to see you. And of course, Hussein Manak, who also representing Marks Park here. So I don't want to waste too much time, ladies and gentlemen. In the interest of time, I want to get straight into our business for the evening. We'd like to move to the draw so that these teams, both the men's and the women's, can know their fate and who are they going to be playing in the Black Widow T20 competition for 2021-2022. I'd like to call on stage Mr. Ruben Mandlazi, our Lions Cricket Services Manager, Sharina Desai, our Lions Cricket Club Administrator, and Takatso Mkwanazi, our Lions Cricket Women Administrator, and of course our naming rights partner, Mr. Robbie Fuchs, to help us with the draw. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pilar. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening, and good evening all the viewers across all South Africa. As Pilar said earlier, all protocols observed. Just for housekeeping, we're going to start with the ladies' draw. Just to give you the names of the teams first. Delphos Cricket Club, Dalikay, Orange Farm, Randburg First, I guess they were the champions as well. Wanderers Chariots, Dobsonville Cricket Club, JP, Wits Alexandra Cricket Club, Val Women, Soweto Pioneers, University of Johannesburg, Randburg Second, Wanderers Atenas, Santon, Caxton Khoza, and Old Eds. Before we draw, there will be two pools composing of Randburg Cricket Club, who are the reigning champions. Yes, reigning champions, give them a round of applause. That's more like it, ladies. And Soweto Pioneers, who are the runners-up. Mr. Robbie, I've asked Takato to shake it up. Let's pull the first name, sir. Into Randburg pool. Wanderers Cricket Club. Thank you so much. Going into Soweto pool. There we go. Vets Cricket Club. Going into Randburg pool, Santon Cricket Club. I guess they're not here. Going into Soweto pool, Dobsonville Cricket Club. Anybody from Dobsonville? Okay. Into Randburg pool, Alexandra Cricket Club. Going into Soweto pool, Dalikay Cricket Club. I see there's a rep from Dalikay. Give it up for Dalikay! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Going into Randburg, Old Edwardians. Give it up for Old Eds. Wanderers Athenas. Just make sure you're keeping up. Are you keeping up with us? We're not too fast.
Yes, no,
Where are we now?
We've got 4 Wanderers.
So we're going into
have
Randburg.
time,
Going into Randburg pool, Wanderers Athenas.
Wait. Now we got Wanderers twice, so.
Yeah.
So who's the next?
Okay, I think we got Wanderers. They go again. Still going into Wanderers pool. I think we get it twice. JP Cricket Club. JP there.
So JP is going to Randburg.
Yeah. Going into Soweto pool, Delphos Cricket Club. Is Delphos here? Not sure. Going into Soweto pool, Val Women. Val. Yes. Going into Randburg pool, University of Johannesburg. I'm sure there's a representative right here. Going into Soweto pool, Randburg second. Randburg second team. And the final team going into Randburg pool. Caxton Khoza. Caxton Khoza. Khoza. Yeah. Can you call it? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the ladies' pools. Okay. The auditors are just confirming the pools before we give out the actual pools. So I'll let the auditors do their business. As we move along to the men's competition, we had it from the captains earlier. Just to recap the teams that will take part in the men's competition: JP Cricket Club, Ganenmoor Old Odiwadians, Khoza Cricket Club, Randburg Cricket Club, Old Parks, Max Park Cricket Club, Delphos Cricket Club, Big Bomb Lenesia, Wanderers Cricket Club, Soweto Pioneers, Kagiso Cricket Club, and Glen Vista Cricket Club. Those are the teams in the men's pool. Like the ladies' pool, we have Max Park, who are the runners-up, and Old Eds in the other pool. Mr. Robbie Fox, please come back. Or we have Jason to come and help us draw the men's pool. Give it up for Jason! Thank you, Jace. Are you ready for us? Let's put it back in there, Jace. Let's mix it up again while we get ready. Group 1 Kenya. Max Park Descent. Don't rush, Jace. Okay. To draw first team into Max Park pool. Randburg Cricket Club. All right. Draw into Oldie Warren's pool. Show it to me. Can't be. Aish. JP Cricket Club. I'm sure they got their wish. Into Max Park pool. Wanderers Cricket Club. Into Old Eds Pool, Old Parks. Into Max Park Pool, Big Bomb Linesia. Into Old Eds Pool, Soweto Pioneers. Into Max Park Pool, Glen Vista. Into Old Eds Pool, JP Cricket Club. But they have JP twice. No, it can't be JP. Yeah, JP twice. Can't be JP. Kagiso Cricket Club will go in that place where JP was called out, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for that. Into Max Park Pool, Caxton Koza. Auditors also looking to confirm while we now name out all the teams in particular pools. Give me the pools. Now it's pulled out. Delphos Cricket Club will go into Old Edge Pool. That completes